Galactus and Thanos are some of the toughest cards to get in Marvel Snap. They're Series 5 cards that are not moving down to Series 4 or Series 3. So to get these cards, you're either going to need to get really, really lucky with some of your collector reserves, or you just spend those 6,000 collector tokens. And that is what I did for Galactus. And in my opinion, this card is worth it. So in this video, we're talking about my favorite Galactus deck that I'm using right now to climb up ranks. And oh my goodness, this deck is very, very strong. So if you're ready to see this deck in action, guys, you know what to do. Find that like button. Let's go snap it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, what is up, Valley Maniacs? Welcome back to the Valley Snap channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. If this is your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Snap content. At least 5 Marvel Snap videos per week on this channel with deck ideas, gameplay, tips, tricks, everything to help your Marvel Snap experience. And in this video, we are talking about Galactus. Now, this is a very difficult card to get, but if you are almost Series 3 complete, have a lot of your cards done, and are looking, what are you going to spend your collector tokens on next? Well, this is a card, along with Thanos, that the dev said is not going to drop from Series 5 to Series 4 or going down to Series 3. There they are remaining at Series 5, so you're going to need to either bite the bullet and save up those 6,000 collector tokens, or get really, really lucky in one of these collector shops. Now, I bit the bullet. I spent this tokens on this card, and I gotta say it is well worth it. So let's go take a look at this deck and see why it is so strong. So obviously the best card in this is going to be Galactus. On reveal, if this is your only card here, destroy all the other locations, and this is great for other cards like Death, or cards that you want to be or that cards that want other cards to get destroyed. So Galactus, you gotta get him set up though. And this deck, you still can win even if you don't draw Galactus. So the opening hand, ideally you want to draw the Hood, and then you could get a Demon in your hand. A Demon is a 1/6 card, which is very good. We have Viper in this version of this deck. In some of the gameplay, you'll see Cloak slotted in instead of Viper. Cloak has some benefits in case you get a bad location, like the one that puts all the scrolls at the location. You need a lane free to place Galactus there for him to destroy the other locations. So Cloak is going to allow you to move some cards over to free up a location. But what I like about Viper, with 2 cards in particular, this Hood card, giving your opponent a -2, or with this Electro card, you'll get this on reveal, giving you +1 max energy every turn, but they'll get this ongoing ability that they can only play 1 card per turn. So it's like a Sandman version. So both of the cards work. Cloak is good, Viper is good. I'm not sure which one I like the best. In certain situations, one is better than the other. Other great card here is Daredevil. Daredevil, you get to see what your opponent plays on turn 5 before you go, which is great because if you're throwing Thanos down or Galactus down on turn 5 because you've used Electro to ramp up that deck, or you're using a wave, well, you don't want to play it at the wrong location. You want to play it where your opponent has the fewest cards, or has it stacked up with like low powered cards like rocks or something like that. So Daredevil is very, very good. Wolverine just got this rework, and when it's destroyed, it's gonna regenerate at a random location with +2 power. And you could get this destroyed a lot in this Galactus deck because he could be at one of your other locations that's destroyed, and maybe he goes to that second location that gets destroyed again, and then goes to that location that Galactus is actually on. So you get a very big power. So you want to try to get this out early so that it can get destroyed and then come back as a 2/4, or gets destroyed multiple times and come back even stronger. Other card we have here is Green Goblin. I love doing this on the lane that I'm going to play Galactus on, because while it does decrease your opponent's power there at that location, you don't have a card at your location, so you can still manage to play that Galactus, and he's going to destroy that deck. Wave helps us to ramp up this deck a little more, same like Electro, just helping us to get Galactus out before turn 6. Some of the times it's fine that he's out on turn 6, but some of the times you want him out on turn 4 or turn 5 to set up the rest of your plays. Shuri is there and is a great combo with Death, and is actually a great combo with the Demon that we get from Hood as well, turning it into a 1/6 card, or Death into a 24 powered card at whatever value she has based on what was destroyed previously. Shang-Chi is a great counter card If you destroy the locations and your opponent has tempo, well, Shang-Chi is great. In case your opponent plays like a big death or something, destroy that. And Shang-Chi is just one of our counter cards that we have in a lot of our decks. And Hobgoblin effectively does the same thing as Green Goblin on that higher cost though, and this is actually a great card to go in conjunction with Shuri as well. Giving your opponent -16 on their side of the board is very, very debilitating. And then last but not least, we got Death, and every time a card is destroyed, it costs 1 less. And if you're destroying 2 other locations and they're filled with cards, that could be a lot of destroyed. You could get a free death on that final turn. So this is a deck. There's a lot of great other options. Obviously, Null is one of the best cards in this deck, but because that's also a Series 5 card and we don't have the endless amount of collector tokens, we don't have Null. But if you do have Null, Galactus is going to be an awesome card to pair in this, and you can slot a lot of these cards out if you have that Null. And then, like I said, for Viper, Cloak also works along with this. But a lot of these cards are just going to start to build up and ramp up for Galactus. It's going to be great in this deck. But let's take a look at this deck in action and see how fun this deck is. All right, we have Galactus, Cloak, Death, Electro. Nothing to do on turn 1. Our opponents are playing a Yondu, and that gets rid of our Wolverine. All right. Death is a little bit cheaper. Cards here have +1 power. We're gonna go ahead and get some cards on the board, mainly for our Death destroys. And we'll go ahead and ramp our Electro. Get that Electro ramp up there. Don't want to go to the big house. And I think we're gonna start to ramp it up now. The bare minimum, we'll get Galactus out early. Turn 5. Do I want a Daredevil now? To make sure that we destroy the correct location. I think we do Daredevil right now, just to make sure that we destroy the location with the weakest location for them. All right, so and at this point, it looks like it's gonna be New York is where we're gonna keep. That's where we're gonna throw our Galactus. All right, depending what they do though. Let's see where they go with this turn 5. All right, so they go with Wave there. Wave is not going to get revealed. We're going to go ahead and reveal our Galactus now. And I think at this point we snap. They're pretty locked into their turn, so we at least get us 2 instead of 1 after we throw this Galactus down on them. And let's see how many destroys we get. I don't know if we're going to be able to do a Shuri and a Death or just a Death. They were thinking of us throwing something big down as well on this last turn. All right, so we will get to do that Shuri Death. And heck, we could even throw down a Wave. So we're gonna have a bunch of power here. Good thing we were able to snap. Let's see what they throw down in this final turn here in New York. Are they gonna retreat? Do they have some power? They stayed in. We get a big Death. They have a Death of their own and a She-Hulk of their own. It's a good thing that we had that Shuri. Close game, but we get the victory. All right, we have a Viper, we have a Wave, and we have a Wolverine and Shuri. Nothing to do on turn 1, though, so we're going to skip this turn. We can throw that Wolverine on the Hellfire Club. I think a 9 power monster there. All right. I think we're gonna do the safe play because we already have a monster here. I'm gonna see what this final location is before we start to look at where we want to play this Galactus, depending on what they do. This is a great location because it's almost filled for them already. I think what we'll do, we'll go the Green Goblin here. Next turn we go Wave. Yeah, this is working out pretty good for us. We'll get another Green Goblin in hand. We'd Wave now, and then we could go Galactus next turn. All right, so we have that. The Wave is out. All right, what are they? I think they might skip the cloning vats, which is great for us. Oh, actually, they go with the cloning vats. They got a Khazar there. Now they're back up to 3 power. All right, so Galactus now. Although, no. Galactus. Let's go Galactus on Hellfire Club. Let's not mess with their... No, you know what? Since they have 6 here and 3 here, let's keep it with the cloning vats. Let's go with the original plan. Only messy thing is that they have 3 cards on each of the locations, which wouldn't be great for our Green Goblin potentially going up there. All right, so that is we're destroying their Patriot, but they do have their Khazar on hand. And if we get a death, a Shuri death would give us the guaranteed win. And unfortunately, forgot to snap. All right, yeah, here's the Shuri death combo. And we get the win, but unfortunately forgot to snap. So we may only get 1 cube out of this. All right, I guess we're gonna get the 2 cubes. There we go. Oh, they had some strong power there, but just not enough for that Shuri death play. All right, we got Shuri, we got Wolverine, and we have Wave on turn 1. We have Xandar cards here, gonna have 1 extra power. We don't have our win conditions in hand yet. We do have Wolverine, we do have Daredevil, so we have some cards I'm gonna get out there. They destroy our Wave, and they just get their Bishop destroyed. All right, so I think what we can do, we can get Wolverine out here now. It doesn't really matter where we play Wolverine. Should we go to Xandar? Sure, let's go to Xandar. We'll destroy that Wolverine. We'll get that Wolverine back in hand. All right, when you play a card here, double its power. Oh, if we could get that Shuri followed by Hobgoblin, that would be very, very good. And I think that's what we're gonna try to do. Turn 4 Shuri, turn 5 Hobgoblin on Shuri's lab, giving you -16, and then turn 6 destroying it with Galactus. Or we could also go to Xandar as well, depending where they play. They're gonna start to load up some power on Shuri's lab. All right, so they're gonna have 8 there. Will we be able to overcome that? Let's see, we're gonna go Shuri here. We'll get some destroys for death, so that will help us as well. And then that death will have that double power. All right, so they go Dracula. They're looking for probably a Apocalypse play at that point. We're gonna see what they do with our Daredevil. And it'll allow us to give a -32, because they'll have -16 from Shuri. Then negative, I think as soon as they throw their card down, we'll snap, try to get in their head, see if we could, I don't think I want them to retreat, but let's see if we get in their head there. All right, I think we do have our win conditions. We have a big Hobgoblin play. And then we can end it with Galactus on that final turn there. What do they have? Do we even need to see it? It looks like they want it all destroyed. All right, they do have a Wolverine in hand though, so when we Galactus this thing, they're gonna get a Wolverine in their hand as well, or on that location as well. Shuri's lab, get a -16, doubled by the lab, going to -32. Huge play here. We already snapped, yes. Oh no, we did it on the final turn. I should have waited. I snapped too late. Let's see if they retreat. Not the best thing here. All right, little late with the snap. We saw our victory condition earlier. We should have snapped a lot earlier. Let's see if we can still salvage this though, or if we are relegated to just 1 cube. Big mistake there, but hopefully we could overcome this. And they play it. All right, we do get the win. Everything is destroyed. They're gonna get the Wolverine back though, but we got a huge big negative on that Shuri's lab. Their Wolverine's also destroyed. They're gonna get a 4 power at that location as well. But it is a big win for us. Even with that mistimed snap, we still did get those 4 cubes. All right, we got Daredevil, Wave, Galactus, all looking good so far, and Shuri. All we really need is that death, and that's pretty much guaranteed to win. Unless they do some kind of Cosmo or Magneto or weird play like that, putting a card in that Galactus lane. Nothing to do on turn 1, so we're gonna skip this turn. Looks like we got a Daredevil followed by wave play here. All right, so that gives more power. That's great for us. We want to do the Daredevil now. And I think I want to throw this Green Goblin somewhere. All right, so let's throw this Green Goblin out right now. And let's actually throw it in a Superflow. This is really mean here, guys. All right, we're throwing that Green Goblin out, which means that they're not going to be able to get extra energy. They probably don't want to play too much as the Superflow right now. They go with their Thor. Mjolnir are not just going away. The Thor is getting destroyed. We're going to go ahead and wave right now. It's going to give our Galactus out, but it's also going to stop them from playing multiple cards, which I guess for us would be beneficial. All right, there's their Mjolnir. Got that a little early. Normally, when I play Mjolnir, I try to play that on the last turn if possible. But they went early with their Mjolnir. All right, we're going Galactus now. Let's see what they do. They follow up with Jane Foster. All right. We're going Galactus. Then we're going Shuri. And then we're going Death. That is our final play. And let's actually snap beforehand this time instead of waiting till the end. All right, we got our final play out here. Let's go. Everything's getting destroyed. And then finishing up with Shuri Death. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. All gone. All right, so they got a -3. We got a 4. And we're going to make it even bigger. We're going to go with a Shuri Death combo. Give us a huge final Superflow. Let's see if they stick in this or if they retreat. I'm gonna lock in our final turn and see what they do. They're scrambling right now, see if they have any plays that they could do. We get our Shuri, we got our Death. They get their Magneto, and it is not enough. Nice play that Magneto, though, but just not enough there. We get the win. So that is my favorite Galactus deck that I'm running right now. I'm not sure which version I like better, the version with Viper or the version with Cloak. They both, like I said, have their benefits and negatives. In some situations, I wish I had one over the other. But let me know what your favorite Galactus deck is. Is it one of these decks? Is it some other deck? Or do you have Null and have the ultimate Galactus deck? Let me know in the comments, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it helps your Marvel Snap experience. If it did, hit that subscribe button, check me out on social media, and check out some of the other videos down below to support the channel. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.